Hello, yes, microphone is working. Oh man, I having a bad head and a bad shoulder day and arm day. Oh, just got back from just got back. Hey, Cosmic, good to see you. Oh. And just had baseball practice. I just overdid it with throwing, so yeah, my shoulder and my elbow both hurts. Like crazy. Even that wasn't wise. So okay, just finished the last bit of soda. I know. Hey, I had to burp. So welcome to Coffee and Crowdfunding, the first one of May. It's May already. This year goes way too fast. Way too fast. I have a lot of things I have to catch up to follow up for. Okay. So for the people who weren't here last Friday, I did my my award show and we had winners. Well, I already knew the winners, of course, but yeah. So best Dutch game was Forestry. No, it's not by Dutch designer, it's by a Dutch publisher. Best non-Dutch game was Covenant by De Veer. I haven't had a reply from them yet. I'm considering giving the award at Spiel, so they'll have to wait at least 5.5 months. But yeah. Then the best box parts went to Dierrijk, aka Sanctuary. So that was fun to do, and I might do it again next year. Of course, if you start doing an award show, you have to keep doing it, and if it gets successful, I will get more categories, like best solo game, best artwork, stuff like that. Right? I'm leaning. It hurts on my shoulder as well. Oh, man. So today coffee and crowdfunding. We are on a couple pages in. I had to scroll up a little bit because I just went too far down. I think we're at page 14. So 14 pages on Kickstarter. I think we have 14 campaigns on GameFound, and we have even one on BackerKit today. Yay, we have one on BackerKit. So since it's Liberation Day, we're gonna see if something will liberate the money from our bank account. Not that I am paying a lot of money hostage, but yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Already feeling everything. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So yeah, let's start doing this. So there are a couple of rules. If you are on YouTube, you should see them in the description, and if you're not, then I'm gonna tell you. Probably not exactly like they are in the YouTube description, but you know, it's basically the same gist. I will open 10-ish campaigns in different tabs because going back and forth will mess up the navigation, and well, that sucks. It's an easy fix. I keep saying that, but they won't fix it because yeah, I'm apparently the only one who was getting bothered by it. I will skip 3D printing, dice, tarot cards, playing cards, anything role playing. So that I will skip. I know there are some things that aren't exactly tabletop games, but there are a few I might open because I think it looks cool, or it's from somebody who supports me, and then yeah, it makes sense that I will return the favor, of course. Also, I will skip anything that isn't Dutch or English. I saw a couple of French campaigns, I believe, so sorry. I won't butcher the French language, so I will skip those as well. And then most likely of all, the no generative AI policy. If you're using generative AI, that means your campaign goes bye-bye. Luckily, Kickstarter makes you mention it if you use it. Indeed, Cosmic, the new AI thingy. So last time I was watching a tutorial for DaVinci Resolve because that's something I'm using, and technically they are using AI but not generative AI. So in this case they are using AI to determine the mask. So basically they were kind of selecting a person in a video, and AI completed that selection. That's not generative AI, that's just speed processing. It makes the process harder, speed up, because now you don't have to do it pixel for pixel and frame for frame. You could easily do it, and that's when AI is a tool, and I don't mind that because it speeds up the process, but it doesn't replace artwork or anything. It just tells the program, oh, the mask that you're going to use is at that frame at that point, that frame at that point, and you could make it go faster so the details are a little bit fuzzy, or you make it more detailed, it will be a little bit slower but it would be more exact, stuff like that. And it also depends on how strong your PC is, which option you're going to choose. So that's the part of AI I'm like, okay, sure, you can use that, because that saves time. If I have to do that frame for frame, like 28 frames a second I believe, and then I have a clip for like 30 seconds, that's a lot of frames that I have to go by pixel for pixel to select where the mask is. Yeah, it speeds up the process immensely. And then I can do stuff with it, and then I can say I put a filter on that mask and anything, which basically is a thing that's been in programs for a long time. So that's the difference between using AI as a tool and AI to generate stuff. So generate images, generate text, stuff like that. That's a big no-no. Basically, if you need to write a prompt for it, don't. That's the easiest thing, right? Okay, shall we just start? Because not that I'm tired, but it's been a long day. For the people who were here yesterday, yeah, it was a late stream. I was hoping to be done an hour earlier, but yeah, took a little bit longer than scheduled, but I'm happy. It was a nice stream, and it was a nice build. For the people who weren't there, I built the ATST. This one. That's the one I built. And that was like 200 pages, right? 275, well, a little. Yeah, 280 pages, give or take. And I didn't read any commentary that's in there, because sometimes they do that. Now it's mostly in the beginning, I believe, that they had some commentary about the ATSD. Yeah. So yeah, it's in there. We have it now, and it's next to the my 8080. I put a picture on that in Ruel Gaviola's Discord and in Bonsonator's Discord. I still don't have a Discord. I should get that done, because then it's also easier for me to tell you when I'm not streaming if something comes up, because I always tell my son, I'm doing this unpaid. I'm not getting paid by anybody to do this. So if my son needs me for homework or whatever, he's more important and I won't stream. Only last week I didn't stream because I lost track of time, and that's why I didn't do my Trismegistus stream, which I will be doing this week. So I need a Discord, and we need to work on my website, and preferably before I go on vacation. And I also need new business cards, because I have a business meeting the day I come back from my vacation. So I come back around 4 p.m. Then at 6 p.m. I have to be. Oh, I have to check where I needed to be. I have to check that message. It's somewhere. I have it somewhere. So I think it was in Utrecht. Yeah. But yeah, there's a business meeting with people from the board gaming industry. So yeah, of course I said I was coming. But I'm also joining dinner there. Let's start this thing. because the earlier I start, the earlier I'm technically done, and the earlier I can go to bed with some cooling and everything, because everything hurts and tomorrow it will be so much worse. Hello Iron, so good to see you. I hope you are well. Yeah, let's just start. Let's just start. Here we go. So over in Kickstarter, we have Holy Shuffle. That's a game. Then we have Terror Clash, a skirmish fast game for 2 to 5 players. Busted. Those are just playing cards with an Egyptian style. I'm kind of well. I just finished baseball practice, and 3 days of base/softball is a lot, especially for somebody with my posture. I think I lost about 5 kilos, so yay, I'm doing great in that regard, but this and this and this is gonna hurt like crazy tomorrow. And I'm having a bad hair day, but yeah. Let's see. Well, this is all in Italian, so I'm not doing that, and this also looks a lot like AI. An AI dragon. Ooh. Core rulebook for an RPG, 3D printing houses, scenery, the Chaos Dwarfs of Dark Hollow, Cranes of Fire Engine. I love the old fire trucks. Right. I think they look cool. Rockpool Rumble. Okay, I'm gonna look at that. What I did notice when I was scrolling through this is are a couple of games that were already out, and they're getting a new release or either something with a small expansion. And you know when the economy is not doing that well, when people are rehashing something they know is already a success, so they take less risks. Split Infinity is a collection of campaign frames designed by Unleash Your Game. I have no idea what this is. Campaign frame. Deck hard system. It sounds more like an RPG. Hit and run. And this is not a baseball themed thing. Okay. Printable figures. Dark metal level. Why is this is metal? Element of Fate, Dreamfall. This is music. This is why does this show up when I'm filtering exclusively on tabletop games? Can somebody explain this to me? Tarot deck, Serpentine. This looks a lot like Acropolis, Sprawlopolis, and everything. Yeah. King of Fighters. 1v1 card battle. King of Fighters wasn't my favorite fighting game, but I know it. I was more of a Street Fighter, and sometimes Mortal Kombat. I might go see the movie soon. Mortal Kombat. Let's skip over those unrealistic looking ladies. More playing card. Last Dog Standing. This is a playing card, but this is why do you call it playing cards when it's a hidden role survival game? Then it's called a tabletop game. Playing cards are basically your bridge poker set type of cards. A modular modern warfare strategic board game. Command and defend. Am I almost at 10? Yeah, I'm at 9. Peninsula Project. Risk it for a biscuit. And Busy Buzzes. Okay. The Zozam, a fast-paced multilingual animal card game. And Mystical Forest, that looks so... Oh, deck box and playmats. Okay, no, that's not even a board game. Okay, let's start. Holy Shuffle, a fun, faith-filled card game that brings scripture to life for friends, family, and small groups. So this is a biblical themed game, engaging Bible-based gameplay. What did God create first? Animals, light, people, pancakes. Well, according to some people, the earth is flat, so maybe pancakes. No! AI tools will be used to assist with brainstorming. Why? Why are you using an artificial brain for brainstorming? Bye-bye. Terra Clash Skirmish, a fast-paced card game for 2 to 5 players. Cannot say that the layout looks like... Yeah, pancakes. High chocolate wins. It's pancakes, of course, pancakes. What on earth is Skirmish? Yeah, I'm not gonna explain that. Okay. Let's start pouring in some coffee before I forget. It's called coffee and crowdfunding for a reason. So I have to have my coffee. I make half a pot now because I rarely finish my coffee before the stream is done. So yeah, that's a waste of coffee, even though it's less expensive to do it this way. I save so much money not buying those iced coffees anymore. I just bought one bag of coffee, which is technically, I think, about 2 of those cups of iced coffee. Yeah, we have had them for over a month now, so okay. We have rings 1, 2, 3. I hope the card size doesn't cheat it. And this is not the most legible text. We have a God Dream, an Ice Golem, and something. We have items and spells. Some swords play with a creature to challenge any player to match or beat it. If they fail, they must take the battle pile. A fireball, panacea, necklace of time, and all cards. Okay, game flow. Player with the left of the dealer starts by playing 1 card from the hand. They must have at least 3 cards. Must have 3 cards in your hand. When the library and your hand is gone, you play 3 face-up guardians. Once guardians are gone, you must pick a foe. Yeah, the rules already is like, what? No, there might be something there, but it's not clear. Nothing about AI, so that's good, but no, this thing is a mess. Rock Pool Rumble. Will you sink or swim? Dominate the oceans in this fun multiplayer sea creature themed board game. Well, they're not gonna say dominate the oceans is a dull single player. No, of course not. Okay, who are we? Never start with who are we. Most people looking for a game are not interested in who you are. They are, what are you offering? That's the part they're interested in. You never start with a who are we. You should do that somewhere at the bottom, our team or something. Like, it's okay to have it in there, but you don't start with it. Then you make it more about you than about the game, and then yeah, we're not backing this because of you. We're backing it because of what you're offering. Right? It's not like I'm going to the market and I say to the butcher, who are you? And what kind of meat do you have? No, I'm not discussing who they are. I want to know what kind of meat they have. I'm coming to the store to buy meat, not to talk to the butcher. For example. What are we making? A game. How do we play it? Are you freaking kidding me? So we take an image of our rules, which is probably like this big, and that people can see that, right? Because it gets reduced to this. No! I'm already not a big fan of text on image, but this is... No! Didn't you proof watch your own thing and like, this is not legible. Maybe people should zoom in. Not everybody knows how to zoom in on a browser, trust me. And some of those people have a lot of money. Well, in certain countries, if you're having a proper pension, then you have more money to spend. And yeah, they're mostly the people that are not tech savvy. So zooming in, nope. It might be sounding something basic, but trust me, I've had a lot of things. I think I learned it to my mother like a month ago. Also assuming that she already knew. So the player pieces, they look nice. Octopus, a lobster, crab, and well, some sort of flatfish. Some sort of cod, right? No, cod is not a flatfish, right? I'm checking correctly. The plan, the budget, almost entirely in-house. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. They made some own stuff. Usability, sustainability, making everything in the UK. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff wrong with the game. They didn't need that much money. They're already funded, so that's good. And it looks cute, but the page is just not the first backer, first creator, right? Yeah. Hit and run. The crazy fun part game with cats. Flip the box and the food battle can start. Okay. How to play. Let's learn how to play. This is the table. This is you. This is your hand. Okay. You roll a die because you were starting. It's a taco. Yeah, and what do I want to know? I want to knock off the taco. You draw an event card. Yeah, that went too fast. I couldn't read the card. Draw 2 kitty cards. Okay, then draw 2 kitty cards. So what's happening with the taco? That's not the taco. So they're trying to knock off the taco, but they didn't succeed. They did get the fish and something else that they didn't need. It's quite simple. You also have the game that's there's a bowling version. Then you have to hit it from one of the shorter sides, and then the bowling pins. You cannot make a strike because that's so you try to keep as little, knock over just one, or just have one left standing. And that's kind of fun to do. It's a fun little game. Oh man, you can. No, I did baseball practice because my wristwatch is tight now. My body's like, oh, you exercise now, you need more blood in your veins, and it's not like it's swelling like this crazy, but just enough to make my watch feel tight. This can be fun with the right audience. And then we get this kind of thing. Well, that's not something I'm looking into. Our journey, that's... Most people aren't interested in that. Just to be real. Serpentine, become an explorer planner. New version is with a baseball bat and a real table. There is already a baseball game like that currently on Kickstarter, I believe. So 1 to 6 players, 10 minutes. This really gives me what's it called? Sprolopolis vibes. What's Serpentine? Town in West. Description of something with many bends, aka river, card drafting weakness, aka snake drive, and the name of the new existing game. Oh yeah, fun. How to play. Why is how to play not here? And then watch a video. That's not something we do. It's good if you have an how to play video. That's not a bad thing. But there are a lot of people that just go through a lot of campaigns like I am doing right now. Then I don't have time to watch every how to play video. It's just not doable. Also, reading a complete rulebook is also not doable. Just give me a quick step for step description of what I'm going to do without going into details. You don't have to do any, oh, well, but if you do this and this, then basically you're retyping the rulebook. That's something you shouldn't do. But yeah. Ah, and whole monologue, and then okay, then draft a card, add it to your map, end the game. Well, that's pretty fast. So no overlaying, it's just edges touching. Okay, score your largest terrain, score your largest longest line. So it's not exactly Sprawlopolis, where the other sides of the cards give you something to do. So you have a train, you have a boat. So the boat goes on the river, not exactly, but yeah. The car goes by the road. Then you have a worker, a farmer, and a hiker. The hiker goes through the mountains, the farmer through the fields, and the worker works in the city. And this is part of Micro May. Oh yeah, it's May. Micro May has started. See how much micro thingies are out here. That's quite a lot, actually. So yeah, fulfillment is planned for July. That's in like 2 months. That's pretty fast. But yeah, they're already funded. They had a 0 goal on a $1 Australian goal. I was like, whoa. Then it's like, yeah, funded. Doesn't look all too bad. But yeah. Okay, King of Fighters. 1v1, solo mode versus boss, 1 versus 2. 2-player co-op versus the boss, 780 cards, 25 holo cards. I don't care about cards. Nothing about AI, so that's a good thing. How to play. Each player grabs a character in a deck, then draws 7 cards each. Start your tracker at 20 health and 0 ADR. I don't know what ADR is, but sure. Play an attack, defend, counter attack. If your CPT is equal or higher than the LNK, you can combo. For the people who don't play beat 'em ups as much as they used to, what the heck is a CPT and what the heck is an LNK? There are certainly values somewhere on the card, I get that, but does it stand for anything? Explain the theme to me, please. And then, yeah, the complete rulebook for more information. And daily unlocks. So, yeah, that campaign will be going on for a while. Playmat, add-ons, more tiers. If you're talking about all those things, show me how a card layout works. Alright, holographic variant. Well, that's a kind of nice, cool card. And modes of play, daily unlock, but yeah, nothing about the card layout, the values, or anything. Lovely, nice kale. Well, I love kale. I'm a big fan of kale. Won't eat it every day, but I do like kale. But yeah, not could be lovely, nice kale, but yeah. Too bad. Moving on. Futsal face-off. So futsal is zaalvoetbal, a soccer in indoor soccer, and they use AI. AI tools were used to assist with refining the Kickstarter campaign narrative and generating ideas on how. There are people that do that for you that are way smarter than AI. AI is already doing my job. I'm not even getting paid for this and it's stealing my job. Come on. Just watch a couple of my coffee and crowdfunding and you know enough. Hidden Rule survival game. where every sneeze could expose you. It's also micro. Last dog standing, survive, bluff, expose. You'll never trust your friends again. Yeah, but that's also when I play Monopoly or anything like that. Learn to play, no, how to play. Beat loss or soon. Elimination, if you have 2 revealed viruses, you're out. Last player without 2 revealed viruses wins the game. So it has player elimination, and then there's a complete card guide. Draw 1 or 2 cards, play cards from your hand. You can't skip drawing your turn. Hide infection, some cards are viruses. If you draw one, don't let anyone know. Interact, check other players, force another player to take a virus card. Stay safe. There are safety cards, use them to avoid viruses. Okay. Chocolate wine. I said chocolate wins, right? I totally misread it. Chocolate wine. I'm not a wine drinker, but chocolate wine sounds actually pretty good. I love chocolate. Game cards, tricks. So this could be AI generated, but it doesn't have to be. Apparently it's not, because they're not telling us, and hopefully they are truthful. This looks okay. Kind of like bluffing, kind of, yeah, exploding kittens kind of feel. Command and defend, Modern Warfare. Yeah, command and conquer was not an option, because that's trademarked. That's a lot of miniatures, giving me a little bit of memoir vibes, but more the modern age. This isn't about following a strategy, it's about outthinking your opponent. Well, that's still following a strategy. Multi-base, position forces, attack and disrupt, adapt and win. Well, that's easy enough. Some sort of soldiers. The bottom of the bust is the same every time, so that makes it harder to recognize them unless you paint them in certain colors. Just saying, maybe you should take a look at those. But new buildings, how it plays, well, that's how it plays. That's about it. That's a little bit too little on the information, because I still have no idea how it plays. Like, you can do this. That's not covering it. Risk it for a biscuit and busy buses. They have had descent games. Yeah, I know a little bit about them. Discard to peek at any card in the pile. Cool. So risk it for a biscuit. 2 to 5 players, 50 minutes. Sounds like a nice little filler. Comes in a small little tin. Always nice. I don't hate tins, because they are nice to bring along for travel. They're a nice travel size. Let's keep it like that. Meeples at home thought it was a charming game to play. And it looks easy. And then we have Busy Buses. But it's not really a how to play kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's too much text. Doesn't like, oh, how to play Busy Buses. But apparently you're building roads. Wait, you can take turns like this. You don't have to touch or anything. Okay, I did not know that. The passenger cards have roads on the back, so when you finish playing Busy Buses, you can make a map. This isn't part of the game, just a nice little extra. Okay. Not that expensive, 12 pounds, 15 pounds, which should, yeah, 14 euros, 18 euros. So you can have both for a little over 30 euros. So 35, 40 bucks, somewhere in between there. Then you have Gingerbread Towers, which is just a tower stacking game. And Loose in the Library, tote bag, put everything in a nice little bag. Or this person has very small Hands or these cards are huge. One of the two. Hello, Panda. It looks nice, but the how to play section could be done better. Zuzam, a fast-paced multilingual animal card game. So now you know how to say frog in different languages. Which I still don't know, but this looks AI-ish. Yay! Oh, it's also a horrible page. So, use of AI. In this program, AI generative is used exclusively for the visual illustration of the cards. That's a big. Oh, I mispressed. Press the button. Yay! So, Panda, you're doing anything for Cinco de Mayo? I don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo because, well, I'm not culturally linked to that festival. So, it doesn't make sense for me to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. But we do have Liberation Day over here. May 5th is basically, it's not the exact day that World War II ended, because that was, I think, May 9th, right? But it was the day that the Netherlands was freed from Nazi Germany. And that's what we celebrated. And it's been now for 81 years. There's just one sad thing. I think about 20 years ago, they changed the policy of it. It used to be a national holiday every year. And now if you are working for the government, it still is. But for other people, it's once every 5 years. And that means if it's in a weekend, you're screwed. Which means the next time we can have an actual day off during Liberation Day would be in 2045, if I'm correct. People told me. I didn't fact check them, but yeah, that's like in 20 years. Okay, museum mix-up. Museum, sorry. Putting in some Dutch there, I'm sorry. Timeless beauty at your family game night. Yeah, let's not mix up the museum with the artwork. Be the Buzz, a card game about the native Aussie bees. So with Aussie bees. I used to have a couple of bee games. I sold a few because they just didn't hit the table. More the tabletop. Jean Blanche en garde. Miniatures. Cajado Opus 1. An ancient futurist collaborative. How can it be ancient and futurist at the same time? But okay. Collaborative strategy game that evolves the way we relate. Relate what? Crit Crats cat themed dice. Well, for the cat lovers among us, that's something. Then we have the rat race. This looks so AI generated, but we just know for sure when we open it. But yeah. Oracle of Transmutation. That's just an Oracle deck, so kind of like a tarot deck. Fraction, an indie video. It's an indie video board game, but it's a video game about a board game. So it's a video game, so we're not looking at it. Net 20, also festival. Daruma coins, if you're looking for Daruma type coins, they look pretty, at least from what I can see from the still. Call of the Void. Turn-based strategy board game where 4 factions clash on a dying world. Vanguard, Age of Heroes. Roncon. October 23rd to the 25th in Carson City. Well, if you cannot go to Spiel, that is a nice option, if that's closer, right? The Wright Brothers playing cards, so they should have done a pun with that, right? I like that when you get them out of the box that there's a rotor turning. That's kind of cool, but it should be the Wright Brothers plain cards, right? Plain Wright Brothers. Okay, So this is one of the exceptions because yeah, Board Game Geek sometimes put me on their front page or live page. So yeah, at least I can take a look at what they are showing. The new art series 11 already. I don't own any of them, but I still think it's cool. We are at 7, so we're opening one. Goblins and Gunslingers, trading card game. D&D Petmon. Oh, I thought this was the training card thing, but it's tabletop RPG. Okay. Stronghold of the Mad Dwarf. Mad Dwarf King Ludwig. That's a dungeon crawl, but that's for D&D 2nd edition, 5th edition, and all. The tallest tower. I thought that's a board game, but apparently it's for D&D. So skipping that. 3D printing, comic all, training card game. Putting me on 9, so we can stop. Operation Project Metal. Build your team, complete for glory. Okay, we'll open it here, and that's where we start. Okay. Museum Mix-Up. A board game centered around famous works of art. Well, so was what's that Rainer Knizia bit game? That you're also trading for art. There's so many bidding. There are different bidding methods in the same game, but I forgot the name of the game. Because I don't like bidding games, so I never played it. And you have the Dutch bidding system, the hidden bidding, and stuff like that. I have to get the title of it. I think it's art. Modern art. I think that's the title. Modern art. Okay. A lot of text on images. Please just don't do that. AI doesn't. Well, not AI. Search engines don't like that because it takes a lot of energy to read the text from an image. So they mostly don't. Especially with all the campaigns running on a Kickstarter page, it takes forever to analyze that. Just put it out there, right? Family friendly, well, it's art. Well, not art. Family friendly. And here we have a skeleton smoking. What does he have in his mouth? I don't know. Vintage style, museum mix-up, how to play. Okay. First, artwork and modified cards are shuffled. Each player receives 2 modified cards, a plaque, and a handful of word magnets. Next, an artwork card is drawn, placed on the easel. One player is chosen as curator, and the remaining players each work to create a new title for the selected artwork. The Blue Man, A Strange Husband, The Quirky Pal. Then the titles are at light, and the curator chooses their favorite title. So it's a judgment type of game. The player takes the next role of curator and new artwork. I don't like judging games. To be fair, I just don't like them. So yeah, this is not for me. It's nice to learn a little bit more about the artwork, but yeah, this is not for me. Bee the Buzz. This bee looks a lot of green, by the way. I thought bees were just always black and yellow, but apparently not. Oh, they have a press kit. Edu Gaming Collective. And it's the first game about bees. Age is now 2 to 4 players, 50 minutes, because some young kids don't have the attention span. You've got a few bees in your hand. You're hoping to land one of them on the flower Corazima. That's a word? Okay. Landing your bees on the flower lets you score them both. Then get the most points to win the game. Miss, you throw, but you miss, you get another go. In your second go, you land the flower. The flower it's too late for difficult words. Leschenaltia? Man, that's something you'd never see on a Scrabble board. but because technically it's a name and that's not allowed, but okay. But oh no, it's got a pesticide on it, so you have to take that card too. Unfortunately, leafcutter bees love Leishmania. Since you have a leafcutter bee in your hand, you get to score that too. By strategically deciding which bees to fly first, you could score extra bees. Okay. There's a lot happening, and it's basically try to get your card on the right spot. And it's nice, it's educational, sure, but it's also micro-may. So we're having a lot of micro-mays this today. Ooh. Corrado Opus 1. Looks pretty with the metal hexagonal blocks. So I think these are kind of like dominoes, only they're hexagonal. Yeah, they have to match sides, but basically it's domino. I can clearly see that it's kind of domino, so don't pretend you're not domino. Only you can connect in different ways, but it's still just dominoes. Right? Stop pretending you're not a domino type of game. With the colors it makes it easier to differentiate, but yeah. Okay, moving on. This one, I believe it has AI. Yeah, I thought so. Every image starts as a photograph of build shape. Carefully guided AI techniques. Well, I'm sorry, but if this comes from an image, a photo, then I'm like, how did you get a mouse to do this? Right? Hand drawn? Maybe, but not from a photo. Same goes with most of these cars. I'm like, yeah, I'm calling their bluff. Call of the Void, Denziger. A turn-based strategic board game where 4 factions clash on a dying world corrupted by the void. It's always when something bad happens to some area that they don't want to give the name, so it's just the void, because that's spooky, because the void is nothingness. And how do you stop nothingness, right? But it's been overdone. The void has been overdone. See? Its mechanic, gameplay system, and lore was entirely developed by us. Every major STL was handcrafted by human artists and 3D models. Our board game structure, physical components of what we have were all designed and issued by human works. Where AI played a role was helping us visualize and expand upon the universe we already built, especially illustrations and concept art. Bye bye. Just, it's like, why explain, well, we didn't use it here, we didn't use it here, we didn't use it here. No, you said you're using it. Tell me, where did you use it and how did you use it? Don't beat around the bush. Come on. Vanguard, Age of Hero. Wow, this is I have no idea what I'm looking at. There is way too little going on, way too much text, and well, very miniature heavy and everything. But this looks more like an RPG, so skipping. So, launching May 1st. Yeah, that's why I missed you last week, because that was April 28th. And the BGG Artist Series is back. Well, we know that's not AI, so that's a good thing. So, nice artist. I think this is the BG. Is this the BGG office, or is this just at home at Lincoln's place? I don't know. If you watch the game night of Board Game Geek, this is in the background. They did color coordinate their That's Lincoln's place. Okay. So Lincoln also thought, well, we put all the green games, basically everything from Freedom and Freeze, together. He did color coordinated. So, because Freedom and Freeze always makes games with green, is this now sorted by the designer, or is it now sorted by color? Could be either. I don't know. So we have them. This is the whole set if you're looking for some of those. And some of them I misunderstood which game it was. So this is Brass, but the first time I saw it, I thought this was Furnace. The first time I saw this Brass, I actually thought it was for Furnace. Then I saw, oh, it's for Brass, but yeah. Because in Furnace you also have, well, it looks too close to the Furnace box, right? Because there's also some rich oil person and then smoky chimneys on that. So it made sense. So Agricola, Ark Nova, Brass, Cascadia, Castle Burgundy, Catan, Cryptid, Dominion, Eclipse, Everdell, A Feast for Odin, Flamecraft, Food Chain Magnate. This is almost the new box cover, right? The new deluxe version from Lucky Duck. Galaxy Truck and Gloomhaven, Great Western Trail, Harmonies, Heat, which is one of the new ones, Isle of Cats, King of Tokyo, Lost Ruins of Arnak. I don't know which this one is. I honestly don't know because I don't. Nemesis. I'm thinking Nemesis. That this one is Nemesis. Pandemic, Power Grid, Quacks of Quedlinburg. They should have done this artwork with the new redesign. This is Roots. So this is Erased for the Galaxy. Side, Sleeping Gods, Terra Mystica, Terraforming Mars, Teach You, which I haven't played in a while, and I think it's a great game, but it needs 4 players. At least 4. I think you can play it in multiple teams, right? I have to check. Too Many Bones, Tzolk'in, Underwater Cities, and Wingspan. So the new ones, Catan. Well, clearly you have your hexagonal fields, and it's Catan. I recently learned that Catan was actually based on Iceland. And that's why we have sheep there instead of other animals. But yeah, later on they decided, well, we need a more warmer climate, so they moved it down, and then it was Catan. Otherwise it would have been called the colonist of Iceland. Yeah, really. I recently learned it. I think it was this week or previous week that I learned about. Well, previous week. Then I learned about it. So if you ever play Catan on Iceland, it makes sense. And the artist is Marie Bergeron. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Then we have Harmonies. I love Harmonies. It's such a nice game. Sometimes, if you're, I'm not gonna say if you're done with Cascadia, because yeah, they have a lot of feelings in common, of course. But sometimes you want to switch it up a little bit, then you go to Harmonies, and then you can go back to Cascadia. I hope Cascadia Alpine Lakes comes soonish, because yeah, then we have even more options. Anka Gavril, I hope I pronounced it correctly. Also very unique style. It's not my preferred way, but sure. Tzolk'in, oh, that definitely captures Tzolk'in nicely. With the wheels that turn and everything, yeah. I never played Solkin. I've seen so many pictures of people painting those dials from Solkin, and I'm like, that alone is a reason to get that game, just to paint those dials. Maxime Morning and Heat. Well, I played Heat, I think, a couple of weeks ago. Then I played with the newest expansion, the Legends and the Rocky Roads. I played it a couple of times with my family last month. I still need to put in some games and then I can share my overview of, wait, this was my April. So I can put that on my socials. Tatsuki Asano. Well, this is actually capturing Heat pretty well. You have those big houses where you can put the tokens in on what happens on a curve or on a section. You have the roads, you have the cars. Yeah, it makes sense. Not just posters, but fine art prints. Yeah. I have an empty wall right here that's above my staircase. It's really hard to get to because it's above the staircase. It's an overhang. It's not safe to go to the other side and just drill holes and everything. But I would love to hang stuff up there. Basically, if I ever get the Lego Millennium Falcon, the big one, not the small thing, no, the big one that takes me more than a full day to build, there are hanging mechanisms for that, and that's also what I want to put on that wall. Same goes for all the other Star Wars ships, so that they can hang on that wall without being bothered. But then I still need to dust those things. It's from time to time. So 12 inch by 18 inch. Sorry, I don't do inches. A big one. I still have a poster from Semi Co-op that I want to hang, and I think it could fit in between here. I'm thinking about it. It's basically, it's a funny thing. It's just all sorts of cubes and what kind of resource they represent. So you have a lot of black cubes. It says coal, tar, oil, stuff like that. It's just black cubes. Oh, this Arc Nova is also nice. So yeah, if it weren't for these gears here, but basically when I saw this top part, I was actually, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. I really thought this was something else. You can add, I really thought this was furnace. Brass makes more sense, but yeah, what was. Then we have Cascadia, Castle Burgundy, well, all the other ones with the artwork. The Flamecraft. Yeah, if they did Flamecraft in this art style, it still would have been a success, so. Pontremore doing Galaxy Trucker, Gloomhaven. And this, yeah, this is so the Isle of Cats. So good, nicely done. I sold my copy of Lost Ruins on Arne, and then they announced the big box and a new board and everything. I'm like, luckily I have it on Steam. This is Nemesis, right? Yeah, this is definitely Nemesis because there's an alien-like in space type thing. Pandemic, Power Grid, well, all the other ones. If you like any of them, just go to their Kickstarter page. They are already funded, 15 days to go, so consider it. I don't know where I would hang some. Well, there's spaces between the doors. There's also a wall space that could use artwork. I could hang some on there. Not sure if my son would like it to have board game art all around the house. It's like we already have board games everywhere. Why do the walls need board games as well? Okay, Goblins and Gunslingers. We have two sides. Where is the rest of the page? First 5 bonus plus. Okay, well. We want real human artists. No AI, not robots. Thank you. Yeah, nice frame. What support helps us fund? Well, it's great that they're doing, but I'm not seeing enough on the page itself to think, oh, we should that. It's a trading card game, so yeah, it's a micro-May thing on a trading card game. Not sure. Comic All trading card game. Comic superhero trading card game. Story, we have Super Duper Man. So it's not Superman, it's Super Duper, so it's SD. So I'm thinking a little adultish. What now if it was a Super Trooper Duper Man? Then it said STD. Okay, I'll stop now. It was a bad joke, I know. First created. Yeah, this one is not convincing me. And then we have Project Metal. Operation Project Metal, H1. The mission. Parts of a medallion. A lot of text. No images. No, I'm done. Moving on. Okay. Cards. The Arrangement Pocket Edition. Pocket size tactile challenge game of composition. It's more a toy, but yeah. They say it's a game. Crypto Tycoon, because we don't have enough crypto-based themed games already. Echoes of Extinction, there's STL files. The Skeleton with No Teeth. Splash Escape, yeah, that's all in French, skipping that. I saw this one coming up and I like, this looks freakishly cute. Please don't be AI. Echoes of the Broken Galaxy sci-fi bust. This is just busts. Rope walkers. A comet split the world, but one dreamer tied it back together with a rope. Wait, somebody tied the Earth back together with a rope? How long was that rope? Versatile 3D printing campaign supplement. That's always nice, but yeah. Kill the King. Dark fantasy board game and novel. Pew Pew! Somehow Pew Pew returned. There's an RPG. 3D printable grid cube that fits perfectly in a calyx, I guess, look from the looks of it. So you can put your painting kits, your miniatures, everything in it. That's kind of cool. I don't do 3D printing stuff, but this looks kind of interesting. A rummy style game of crafting potions, a curiosity field kit, a simple card based tool to help you see clearly, understand systems and act with intention. Okay. Industrial, our god is dead. How about yours? It didn't open. There we go. EFS, the universal voting game. Epic, funky, or smart. Vote as aliens and find the human in this social deduction party game. And then we have the poly card deck play. The deck 20 plus more card. Okay, and that's about it. Okay, we're going through the list. The Arrangement. A pocket-sized tactile challenge game of composition, balance, and creative play. There is not much to watch. What is it? Yeah, that's getting the same sentence over and over. There are no points, no timer, no artistic skill required, just curiosity. So it's a fidgetly game. Equal opportunity. Two different materials must perform the same job. So basically you get a rule set and then you have to fitly do something to make it do that rule. Hello, Wim the Webmaster. So Wim, are we going to the Efteling this year? Because we have until mid-June to, well, get cards, get tickets, right? At least if you're using the Albert Heijn discounted tickets thing. Oh, I got a message from the postal thing. I have to check because that's medical supplies for my diabetes. Tomorrow between 10 and 12:30. Okay. Yeah, I can only change the time, and that doesn't work. So yeah, I have to be at home to get it. We can just say yes, but then I'm buying tickets if we're not using it. It's a lot of money. I know I probably will go to the Efteling with my son at some point, but yeah. You don't have to set a date on those tickets, right? Okay, Crypto Tycoon, the cryptocurrency board game. We can skip a year. Yeah, I don't mind. I can also just go with my son. That also works. I could bring my mother, but she barely goes in any ride anymore, so that would be a waste of money. Okay, how to play. Setup. Don't care. Market events, event cards and dice determine the market fluctuation, tiles and tokens, upgrade tiles, graphic cards. Wow, real Monopoly money. It has insects on it. Cool. Rounds, strategy, enter and exit the market at the right time. So it's basically just a marketing game. And they said, well, let's do crypto because that's more modern. Solo mode. Then you have to face Nimata. No date indeed. Yeah. So I can buy 2 tickets, and at least for me and my son. And then if we know that the losers want to join and everything, we can buy cheap tickets for them if they are at least saying that they are coming before. I think it's June 14th. Languages, English and Spanish, but it's just a market manipulation type of game. Yeah. So just, I'm guessing you can get this snowball as a plushie. And normally I'm like, don't do plushies on a Kickstarter, but that thing looks so freakishly cute. I want to throw it at everybody. Just gotta say, snowball. No! I'm not using AI to create the game itself. I've used AI tools such as Canva and Copilot to help present this Kickstarter page in a clear, more engaging way. They've helped me lay out visuals, prepare page headers. Still, come on, that's not hard to do. Ah. I know I'm strict, but oh, it looks so cute. June 14th indeed, yeah, okay. Well, then I can wait until my next paycheck. So, okay, a comet split, yeah, then they tied the world together. Well, I'm missing a part of the world. So it's rope walkers. They didn't tie the world together. Basically, there's a rope between the worlds and you have to get there and do a balancing act on it. Welcome to the Knot Festival. A lifetime ago, while everyone panicked, one cheerful genius did the unthinkable. He grabbed a length of rope and tied the 2 halves together. Now every year the world celebrates that miraculous day with the Knot Festival, a global gathering where performers, creatures and so it's basically, well, we need something. Set up fast, learning is easy, and playing is joyous. Each turn you roll 2 dice, then decide how to use them to balance yourself. You can stop rolling whenever you like, or keep adding, pushing your luck. Get as close to 14 and 15 as possible without going over. Any other result will have varying degrees of adverse, but 14 and 15 will allow you to advance on the rope, which is needed to win. Okay. So it's a push your luck type of game, which I expected. You'll ask Nana if she wants to go. Can you ask Eureka as well? And I don't know if Mark wants to join because he always has scheduling issues also with his thing. Yeah, then we are at the port already. That's true. You want to go again this year if I get that new job tomorrow? Job interview. Oh, I hope. I really hope you get the new job. All the best for you tomorrow. Then don't make it too late. Make sure you're well rested. I don't know what time you have that job interview, but make sure you're well rested. I have had one job interview where I'm like, because I just couldn't sleep the night before. And I was like, and like, are you even interested in the job? Yeah, but I had a rough night. Didn't get the job, surprisingly. 11 a.m. Okay, well, that's doable. A dark fantasy board game and a novel. 6 hunters, 12 curses. Okay, and then no side menu. A lot of text. What's in the box? And then I have to find everything. Is there also how to play, or is it just hunt board, devil's board? Good cards, action cards, hell cards, weapon cards, phone cards, a lot of cards. Yeah, this is not how you set up a page. Gameplay, a lot in one thing. Man, and they have text separately, but no. Kill the king, kill the thing. Roll and Ride Revolutions presents Switchy Witchy, a rummy style game. Deck, discard potions. Oh yeah, we're making potions, right? Then how to play, learn from the rules. By not doing that. I'm really harsh today. It's been a long day for me. A simple card-based tool to help you clearly understand systems and act with attention. Not many goods. I agree. There are not many goods right now, especially when we get this. I usually assist with editing. Seriously, if you are zero backed, just back a few campaigns to learn. Just back them for $1. You don't have to back a full campaign. Just don't go backing Zombicide all in or anything. That's not needed. Just back a few campaigns. See what the communication is, how it works, and everything. Right? Framework, card concept, design. Still. No. Okay, I won't press the AI button, but yeah. None is up for it. Yay, that's 4 people. Probably will be a Sunday, because my son has to work. Or I have to take a day off midweek. That's also a possibility. Oh, I'm done with my coffee. I need more coffee. Sunday is the busiest day, right? We could do it midweek, but then I have to make sure I can take the day off in between. Question asked to Jojo. Yay! I got this dead mint-in edition. Fake miracles and fool the masses in this comedy table. It's an RPG. Okay, moving on. EFS. Epic Funky Smart. Yeah, it says Epic Funky Smart. I know. How to play. What a busy, horrible page. You backed 162 pages and you never thought, well, it might be nice. Well, you're using Board Game Combo. You know at least some people, but it's full of YouTube in different versions, languages. How do you play? Watch this. That doesn't work. Messy page. You can also ask Jeroen. We can definitely ask Jeroen. And you dislike the art. Well, that's true. That art is, well, subjective, right? One deck, 20 core games. So they put all. So this is a 4 of hearts. It's also something else, something else, something else. It's a D20, and it's just messy and no, I don't like this. Then testimonials. You can actually feel your focus shift while playing. It becomes a calm, sharp, almost meditative. But this becomes calm, focused, and sharp. No freaking way. This annoys the freaking hell out of me. Don't put everything on one card. Don't make no. Okay. Moving on. One Sheet Kitchen. A board game about cooking. I like cooking. Buy the Block. Pom Pom Power. No. No. Slopes and Terrain. Night Siege. A solo co-op board game. Okay. Vibrant Skies. Eon Weaver. I know some good campaigns launched today, so we will hit some proper campaigns, hopefully. Battle Sticks, the ridiculous game about sticks. All-time Wrestling Tag Team Edition. 6-minute card matching scramble to keep a chaotic halfling party from collapsing. An unexpected party. Oh, I agree. It's not convincing me to actually get the game, but yeah. Rubber Duck Rampage, Battle for the Top begins. Is that based on the... You had that small thing where people could join in on a rubber ducky that just floated around and then fell down a slide to a different pool and then sucked up and back to the normal pool? Is this about that one? Play with fire. No, never play with fire. Pack and Paddle. Porcus, a dungeon adventure. Okay. Steel files. Oh, D&D, RPG. I wish I could just filter this out. The Lost Island and Secret Valley. Sure. Looking at Sally Face. Is this a new one? A new Sally Face? Because I think let's expand on the original Sally Face. I had it. I think I sold it eventually. I did not care for it as much. I tried to. Oh, we're over 10. Oh, I'll finish this row then. Neo, I'll see. Okay. Sleepy time. Good night. Hailstorm Pirate Dog. Yep. PMP board game about cooking. Only text. 5 to 10 minutes. Well, lack of artwork doesn't help either. So, next. Buy the Block. Can you make... Oh, stop using... Oh man, the pages are getting worse. Why? A solo co-op board game. 9 Nights Siege. Use AI. Yeah, we copied 7 Nights at Freddy's. I use AI to generate a rough concept. Bye-bye. Battle Sticks. So we have a glow stick. Action Battle Sticks. Stick Legendary. Oh no. AI was not used beyond the early stage of conceptual exploration. So for concept, you still used AI. That's always one way to read it. You buy a block, I buy a brick. Yep. Play as Road Warriors, Demolition, and more. Again, side menu. People, how do I find the how to play part? It's a long page. How does it play? Original created a two-player dueling game with the instruction. It now boasts multiple play. That's still not telling me how to play. Ways to play. What's new? Why it matters? No. Fix your page. And don't use AI to do so. Okay. Clean the mess. Cook the food. Mind the goblins. Why are we inviting goblins to a... Artwork will be created with AI. Bye! So much AI. Okay, Rubber Ducky Rampage. The battle for the top begins. Please, please. Okay, nothing AI. We can rest, relax now. Look at the page. So, overview. Have you ever wondered what happens in the bathtub when the humans aren't around? I don't know. I don't have a bathtub. I only have a shower. Once the coast clear, the top becomes a sudsy battleground for duggies. Well, I don't even have rubber duckies. I used to have a Lego boat when I used to have a bath. Well, I didn't have a bath, but my parental home, we had a bath, and yeah. Didn't play when it was bath time, but I did put it in there sometimes from time to time. Okay, the basics. Each player gets a tribe of 3 duckies, 1 captain, 2 companions. You choose a sprout as your home base, and your captain starts there. The companion duckies enter the tub soon after. Each ducky has 3 statistics: buoyancy, speed, and splitter. Buoyancy is how well your duck floats. Yeah, speed is how fast they move, and splitter is how far they can spit water out of a beak, this is how you sink other duckies. On your turn, you move all your duckies around to gobble up bubbles. Each bubble gobbled up allows you to bump one of that ducky's statistics. And once you feel brave enough, pedal your duckies to within spitting range and spit. You can increase your buoyancy, your speed, and your spitter. Okay, this is kind of like fun. I think this could be fun. It's not amazing. So how much is one game? Yeah, it's just 22 euros. That makes sense. You can play it with up to 6. That's kind of cool. Doesn't have a solo mode, right? Just checking. No, 2 to 6. Would be hard to do a solo mode, I guess, because basically this is just a war game. It's technically just a war game. See? Insanely fun, my first war game. I didn't even read that when I said it. But it's basically just a war game, sinking or destroying other people's duckies. Okay, you make it in my top list right now. Play with fire. Don't play with fire, they said. Master Flames or Burned in the Strategic Push Your Luck card. First edition by Umbra. Have you been told a lot of text and images? Indeed, what's in the box? Cards. Meet the fire starters. Map type, mixture type. Nice. How to play. Hero setup. 2 hearts and 1 frozen heart. Table setup. Sure. Ignition, Blaze, Embers. Ignition, draw a card from the magic deck. Oh, we're playing magic now. Blaze, it's time to challenge the Brazier. Choose a target, declare your intention, and reveal a fire card. Targeting yourself, blue flame, get more mana. Red flame, lose 1 life. Targeting an opponent, blue flame. Target gets 1 mana, and red flame, they lose 1 life. Then embers, fire subsides. Any amount of mana accumulated and not spent during the turn dissipates. Okay, that's simple enough. What are the reviews? They do it only on their own thing. Okay. Next, Pack and Paddle. Druid City Games backed this one, so there must be something good about it. No AI, so it has solo mode. Text on images, yeah, that's one thing. It's still a pet peeve, but it's kids table board gaming, and they do have pretty good games. Score the most points during a 3-day trip. Earn points from supplies you collect. Avoid pesky mosquitoes. Campfire tokens, shared ones and private ones. You earn by gathering firewood from animals you spot in the wood, which mostly score based on the weather. And from winning medals and everything else. So, yeah. Organize camp, get a kindling, go for a paddle, advance you on canoe track, plan an outing, go on a hike. After 4 rounds, the day ends. Everyone contributes their firewood for the evening fire, earning campfire tokens based on that. After 3 days, game's done. One with most points wins. Yep, it's from Creature Comfort and a couple more. Rado, or at least Amy and Maggie did it for Rado. And Sazu, tabletop TikTok. Diced Onion. Where there's a Wills, there's a play. Alien Telephone Coffre and Little Big Thumbs. And then the whole theme. The artwork is always solid. Oh, that's just draft version for the. I was like, did I miss the solo rules? No, they're just rule book and solo rule book. Okay, Porcus. A dungeon card game where teamwork is optional and betrayal is rewarded. I know people would like that. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing this is recognize the language. A project is developed without the use of AI, and the end product is completely made by human hands. For the campaign view, they used AI produced number. So they used AI music, which still makes AI. Yeah, CC. Well, CC is something else. It's a drink, right? Award-winning games from Argentina make their English debut. Lost Island from Rock Manor Games. Rock Manor did also. What did Rock Manor also do? I forgot. The creator. Let's see. Set a Watch. Yeah, that's the one. And Seas of Havoc. Yeah. Okay. That's what. Yeah. Okay. How to play. This video is not available. It's set to private. Are you freaking kidding me? But yeah, I don't want use how to play videos. But anyway, but yeah. This is solo mode. This is lovely. I love rollouts, and this is really interesting and a sharp one. To be fair, I think Rado is one of the big ones and the great ones, but this is not saying anything. What's so great about it? What makes it interesting? It's missing depth. You could basically, you can send the game, just don't play it and just say something about this. I could say that without even looking at the game. Yeah. Almost game that teaches you. I think that most of these are. Yeah. Not really like. Feels like they really dove deep into the gameplay. Okay, Sally Face. I sold my copy of Sally Face, and now there's an expansion. So in Sally Face, you go up to the floor and get stuff. This is the base game. I played it. I never knew about Sally Face itself, so I played the solo mode a long time ago. Look, if things get dicey, tell the Mojo Nation. Is there a chance that I might pop up in this one? I don't think so. I wasn't too enthusiastic about the gameplay. The Gear Boy, aka the Game Boy, still with the BA start select and everything. So the rest is exactly like a Game Boy, but now it's called the Gear Boy. Okay, how to play? Well, set up the apartment. Right, go from floor to floor, get the room, have to fight everything. This is Sally Face. Expansion setup. Well, we get some extra stuff. Press coverage. Brother Smurf played it. Gamer Geek played it. And the Brother Smurf played it. I also played it, and well, I don't think that video is up. I think that was before I also streamed directly to YouTube. I wasn't a big fan. I just didn't like it. Collector's edition set. That's a lot of money for a game that doesn't have miniatures. They're all standees, unless this one suddenly it's one big box. Well, nice. You don't need it because it's. I think the expansion fits in the base game box. So, oh, it comes with miniatures. Look, well, those are kind of cool. I don't need the shirt and anything like that. I wasn't a big fan of this game. So, Hot Shots. Well, now with the new expansion. Hit game is back and better than ever deluxe with LED flames, magnetic tile frames and everything. So they added new stuff. So now it keeps the tiles close together because it's magnetic with a frame. And yeah, basically you fight the fire, you support other, you extinguish fires, you become a specialist. Swamper, crew, boss, lookout, new ones. You fly over a helicopter and you drop water here. Yay! Watch the wind because that determines where the flame goes. Tense decisions. Yeah, I like firefighting games. I never played this one. But yeah, how to play. Move, fight fire, roll dice. So you have to be lucky to fight the fire. Draw a card, see where a new fire might start. And now they have LED flames. So it's like, woo, see, I love the sport. You work better together. Pay over time. Yeah, that's new. You have the pay over time from Kickstarter. I still prefer stretch pay because pay over time is, I think, fixed in 4 installments, and with stretch pay, I think the people who run the campaign can be set things up. We have Ruel. And before you play, this looks interesting as well. You don't like rolling dice? Well, I'm okay with it. Shouldn't be totally fixed on that. This fight is staged and new challenges. Okay. SCL files, Nightmare, Pafo, party game of weaponized paranoia. Lurking, phobia and playing cards. Death on the line. A missing will, 7 pension, 1 murderer still aboard. It's a role-playing, mystery role-playing, so we're skipping it. Expansion to modern problems require fantasy solution. Wait, what? Okay. Shinobi, spy and supply. All the card needed in the micro card game of set collection. Sea dragons. Treasures of the deep. So that's an expansion to Sea dragons, right? Flipping fortune. Push your luck. Oh, now we're getting all the mini May things, I guess. Role-playing, invocations, well, that's all in French. So a play-at-home English language Jubenza experience about buried. Not every word has to start with uppercase. Okay, I'll open it, but I have no idea what this is telling me. Thank you. Freshwater, the trick and write game. Okay. RPGs, elves versus penguins. Build toys. Okay, another card game. Run for the clan. This looks like an RPG. It's time to hit the books. Game changer, an unpredictable party game. Okay. A lot of small ones right now, but we're going through it. This fight is staged. It's a small, yeah, $10 thing or a print and play for 3. New challenges, expansion. How do we play it? Both players with the respective decks separate face cards from the number cards. So an A is a number card. I would still say an ace is a face card, but sure. If it's a number card, then it's always a 1. Ace is always higher than a king as well, so I don't know. And then, well, first card, second, and so on. Take turns playing cards in your shared sequence. You can all play whatever card you want, but you'll want to cater your choreography to impress the audience. Jacks want to see runs. Oh, yeah. This is not doing it for me. Like, okay, just give me the rule set, and that's it. I can play this with a normal deck of cards. Pavol, falsities and forgeries. Party game of weaponized paranoia. How do you win, or how do I play? Earn the most assets after 3 rounds. Pre-launched at PAX East. You've been invited to PAX Together demo at PAX East 2026. If I'm invited, are you paying for it? What is a trashy pleasure you have that you would hide from a first date? I don't mind. Why would I hide it? If you take me as I am, right? If you don't like something, too bad. If you try to are convinced you need to change me to get in a relationship with me, yeah, don't do it. You don't make me your ideal partner. That doesn't work like that. Fantasy Solutions expansion. I never heard of this. Modern Problems. 200 card expansion. Hey, Bans. Well, I'm also single, so there is that. Reward the expansion. Prepare for mission. So Panda, you're streaming in like a little of 20 minutes, right? Should be done by then, I guess. What the collection? Where's the how to play? Missing stuff. Moving on. Yes, sir. Don't sir me. Come on, I'm not in the military. Never been, never will. Well, that's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. I cannot predict the future. If needed, I might pick up a weapon to defend my country if needed. But if not, then please don't. Don't put your life in my hands. I know how to shoot, but I'm not a great shot, so I'm a decent shot. Like in 50 meters, I'm like this off, like 10 centimeters. Approximately. So yeah, last time I shot something, I think it's about 10 years ago. You know, you can get a gun here if you want. You definitely cannot conceal it. You cannot carry it just because you want to carry it. That's, yeah. What would be my preferred weapon? This one? Unless it's a gunfight, then no. Our favorite part of the game: reviews, videos, of playthroughs. Not on how to play thingy. Then, yeah, you're out. I'm sorry. I don't have a preferred weapon. I'm mostly a peaceful person. I can be very aggressive, but if you got me aggressive, then you really did something. The twin side, be like Raphael. Yeah, I can't handle a nunchuck. Might be the bow staff from Leonardo, but that's because I like Leonardo. It's just big stick, right? So this is this an expansion? Yeah, right? Expansion to Sea Dragons. So what's in the box? How to play Sea Dragons. Thank you. Watch this video by Coffrey. I like Coffrey, they are nice people. But also just do a small overview on how to play. Don't just watch the YouTube video. As I said, I'm looking at too many campaigns to watch every video. And then it's like, okay, the summary. I spoke too soon. Okay, play a pattern card, build a dragon shape on the board, earn a reward to push your strategy forward. So which shape are we talking about? Oh, Tetris type shape. Okay, complete the mission. Gain 50 points. Oh, if you get those tokens, cool. Draw a new pattern card. Winning when all dragon heads are placed. Okay. I never played Sea Dragons, but I think it's a game that my mother really would like. Why is this a star? We ship with the Stonemaier way with different fulfillment hubs around the world. Okay. But is it like you cannot get the bundle? Only ships to US, Canada, Mexico. So the UK can get it, but you can't get it into Europe? Or mainland Europe, sorry. Technically also not the EU, so you cannot get it into Ireland as well? That is weird, because you can get it into Northern Ireland and then it's just driving across the border, which is not very kept for merchandise. Okay, so I cannot get it due to licensing deal. Well, that makes sense. Okay. You're playing Cooper Island solo game right now. This game is a hidden gem. Cooper Island, that's... no... why am I thinking about Maracaibo? It's not Maracaibo related, right? Or is it? My brain is all over the place right now. This is Michael May again. Push your luck. Flipping, build your deck, read the cards. Fortune. So it's kind of like tarot cards, but with a push your luck effect. Art. Art is made by me. Good. What players say. It's a nice print and play. Flipping Fortune placed 7th out of 84 contestants in the 2025 Solitaire Print and Play contest. Okay, cool. I never entered one of those contests. Still working on a game, but really on and off, because I'm too busy with other stuff as well. Okay, here you scream, New Delphi. I'm like, what? Oh, only text? No, well then that was easy. Fresh water. 3 to 4 players. Oh, well, trick taking mostly is like that. Freshwater is trick taking game with a roll and write twist. Okay, we have nice fish art. That looks cool. There's the how to play thing. Tip of the Diceberg. Power tricks by Jump. A different type of add-on games. Okay, then you lost me because I don't know how to play your game. Build toys while penguins sabotage the workshop in this North Pole card game. So delivered before Christmas or this holiday season. Sorry. 8th to the 6th, 30 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, November. Well, that's right on time. Penguins experience Christmas for the very first time. Yeah, somehow Santa moved the whole workshop to the South Pole. The artwork really does give that Christmas feeling. They did that correct nicely. The standard monkey. Did anybody in chat ever had this monkey as a toy? You know, the one with the bing 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 that drives you nuts? You see that toy everywhere in every movie. It's like, yeah, we have this toy. And like, did anybody ever had that toy? Why we're making this game? Well, we're grateful for a successful first Wicked Christmas. Wait, you made Wicked Christmas? I don't recall Wicked Christmas. Where's the Wicked Christmas? This is your first created campaign. So, yeah, okay. How to play. Gameplay video. In Call of Duty against zombies. Yeah. It was in that Monkey Shines movie. It scared me as a kid. Yeah, it looks so creepy, right? That monkey. Well, you can get wrapping paper, so you get it wrapped or wrapped it. Nice art print. That's kind of cool. Questions? Well, no. Shipping details. Well, taxes, VAT. Well, all shebang. Single game, 30-40. Wait, I pay more in shipping than I pay for a single copy of the game? Yeah, no. There's a reason I don't back the one with the wallets. Man, it's at the tip of my tongue. I have a couple of them games, but yeah, you know, the wallet size games. That one I don't back anymore because yeah, shipping is more than the game itself. It's just too much. Button Shy, thank you. Button Shy, that was the one I was looking for. And I'm saying thank you, but I don't see it in chat, so. The dungeon doesn't want you to win. Well, that's the job of a dungeon. But how do I win? Watch this video by Meeple University. Build a dungeon, create a hero, explore the depths, program your movements, alliances are optional, betrayal is inevitable. So, you play what direction you're gonna walk into, and you're gonna knock into others, fight, or work together. But beware, go alone at your own risks. Monsters don't play fair. Okay. That's cool. Okay, nice little, oh, what are you going to do? But there's still one winner at the end. Okay, what's the timeline? Well, I'm getting it for my birthday if I back it. Wally Games. Isn't Wally from the Netherlands? No, Spain. Okay. Why was I thinking it? I don't know. Mixing it with another one. Game Changer Home Edition. Get ready for a Game Changer. The game Bingo. Okay. 1, 2, 3, name a number. Sam says, yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is not the audience we're going for right now. If you're using Smosh Games, I used to watch Smosh Games a lot. Then a lot changed, and I'm not watching it anymore. Okay, who's in the bushes? That sounds. Kato Quest, a furry fantasy adventure. Cat minis for for your D&D. Regular human climber. Band-aids and bullet holes. That sounds fun. More STL files, Firebase. So they're making a table that's going on top of a table. Yeah, no. Still think that's not something I would look into. Cryptid Creek, build a legend. Build a fake cryptid to save your town. Only one can win. Okay, Immortals collectible card game. We reached the top, people. A full team of fantasy football physical products. Yeah, but with minotaurs. Reavers of Midgard expansion. Okay. Invisible heroes, and that's fancy. Okay, let's see. Anything new-ish right now? No, we had tabletop RPG. Okay, we're almost done with Kickstarter. Then we still have Game Found and one thing on Backer Kit. Who's in the bushes? Trust no one, survive anyway. 3 things well, easy to learn, impossible to trust. Funny. 3 things. 1, 2. Or are they mentioning this 1, 2, 3? More players, more problems, no 2 rounds are the same. Why back now? Because the bushes don't wait. I'm not a big fan of the campaign page. Anyway, how to lose friends in 2 minutes. Well, I know a couple of ways. Draw a card. Flip from the predator deck. Filler, you're safe. Predator, someone's getting hunted. You must act every turn. Play a blue card. No cards, don't want to. Steal one blindly from another player. Somehow this doesn't feel like it's properly play tested, but that might be just me. Regular human climber. Okay. We're doing something with the faces of a regular deck. What is this game about? Well, you go to Sunspot, start here, go there. And your feet go, your hand go. You're all stuck together. So, how do you play? Thank you. Start around by playing cards. Everyone plays the cards matching leader's played suit. If they can, whoever played the highest card of the suit becomes the new leader. Now use the place card to move by discarding runs. 1 more consecutive cards. You may each discard 1 run of the trick, moving up 1 space per card. The new leader may also use any run and also move a card. Then check if you can stay on the wall. You need to stay close together and have enough limbs on hold. Each of you that's not on hold has to pick someone on a hold to discard a card. If you successfully stay on the wall, you stay another round. You're not doing it for me. Get your bloody revenge. It's a deck builder RPG. Bisexual lightning. Wait, what? Lighting or lightning? Lighting. Okay. Not sure what they're aiming for with that text, but might be lost in translation for me. I don't know what if it has certain meaning or not. But the rest of the page is it's a deck builder RPG, so RPG is skipping it. Cryptid Creek, also Microme. What's included? How to play. Setup and characters. Bidding for specimens each round. Build your legend. Collect body parts across 6 categories: head, torso, arms, wings, lower body, legs, and feet. While matching the texture tags and locations on your hidden agendas for bonus points. Could be a little bit more visual. But yeah. And then Immortals, and that use AI. My friends use AI to augment my photographs of people into vampire shapeshifters. Never mind. And then Reavers of Midgard. I never played Reavers of Midgard. Come on, Grey Fox. Side menu. You're a big company, you can do a proper page. What's new? In Gods and Prophets, celebrate gods, be mindful of changing landscape, new allies will join the fight. And more paths to glory, how to play. And then the question is, what is Reapers? Right, standalone. It's still not an how to play. That's not a how to play. So how to play with clicking a link somewhere? Nope. Bad page, Grey Fox. On to Game Found. We have Hitman, the board game by Mood Publishing. Mood Publishing did also do Deep Rock Galactic and Valheim and another Battle Gods kind of game. Spacecraft 911 112 fire response, so it's 911 in the US, it's 112 in the EU, and I think it's 999 in the UK if I'm not mistaken. ECG expendable card game. The Grand Cathedral, that's just an STL thing. Deep Sky Ballad for a Fistful of Seeds. Okay. Herbal Dialect, take your skills to the dirt card game. Conservas is getting an expansion, and we also have Pasteles. I already sold my copy of Conservas. I sold it before it became popular, so I don't know what other people saw in it, but I was kind of done when I played and successfully played all months. Quest kit. It looks like an RPG, but I'm not sure. Dysphidia, Blockers, and an expansion for Beast. So we have a lot of ground to cover. Hitman the board game. So, not sure how it works. Do we have a gameplay thing? Base game overview. No, that's what it's in there. Previews and gameplay video. No, I need a short explanation. Come on, Mood Publishing, you're better than this. I want to know, is one person the hitman and tries to kill people? Is it... Use disguises. Taking disguise win conditions. So there is something. Oh, it's a gameplay breakdown. Okay, I did it correctly, but now I need to be set up. I don't care. Draw an event card. Event cards will affect the board and its characters. Play 3 actions. Distract, set trap, hide body. Take disguise, move 1 or 2 spaces, attack or break door or camera, and draw a card. Agent cards. Agent cards feature unique and powerful abilities. End of turn. When your action is done, you pass your turn to the next player. All players have the same target. The player who can manage to eliminate the target in a creative way they seem fit will win the game. So it's first to kill the target. Okay, cool. They bring their own rules, so they make the game their own. That's kind of cool. Freedom of approach, and there is a solo mode. You don't have other players to provide obstacles and challenges. Instead, you use solo board to indicate the challenges that are activated each turn. Navigate the board and planning ahead is part of the achieving success solo mode. Okay. Kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't go for the standees. I would go, well, not the all-in acrylic, but I would go for the acrylic things. Miniatures is just 20 euros more, but yeah. Spacecraft Sunyu. Is this still... It's a video game. Okay, we can skip that. Fire Response. It's 2 to 4 player, so it's a co-op. Fire Response, command the scene, master the chaos. It's more than just a board game. It's a tactical simulation that starts where others leave off. Developed by an active incident commander. Yeah, that doesn't mean you're good, but AI disclosure. In accordance with GameFound, we would like to disclose that AI tools were used. Hey, GameFound has AI disclosures this time. Cool. Good to see that. Means I was skipping the game. Okay, this is one of the worst pages ever. I'm not sure what I'm reading. It's going all over the place. Bye. Deep Sky Ballad, a fistful of seeds. Yeah, they're not saying anything about the artwork. Dyslexia friendly, that's a cool thing. Can also play masterless and in solo. FAQ, do they have it FAQ? Do you use Gen AI? No, okay. Well, that's clear. 1 to 7 players. Not sure what I'm reading all here. The download here, the free game example of DSB official seat. Is this more an RPG kind of thing? Masterless, so yeah, it's an RPG kind of thing, okay. Herbal dialect, take your skills to the dirt. A lot of rewards and stretch goals and nothing about the project itself. Project story, but yeah, how to read the card. Oh man, this is such an awful page. Okay, we have pasteless of pastels, sorry, pasteless pastels, and we have an expansion for Conservas. For the people who still own Conservas, that's the thing. I don't own it anymore because I thought I was done playing. But yeah, how to play. I'm guessing this is about pastels. Hire workers and gather ingredients. Oh, we're making pastries. Fold your dough and make tasty pastries for your customers. So, yeah, I think you need to cover shapes. Oh, fold. Actually, have to fold it. It's a piece of cloth that you have to fold. Okay. Board Game Garden did one. Cozy game about keeping a pastry shop alive. Okay, cool. Maggie Themer. Is her last name actually Themer, or is it just they just put it there? Fold the dough. Well, it's not unique. There are already folding type things from acclaimed designer Scott Alms. So I don't hate Scott Alms. Don't get me wrong, but Scott Alms for me is actually a red flag because I dislike most of his games. They are mostly misses for me, and I don't know why. It's just no. But this is all pasteless, and then we got new fish. The Golden Geeks Best Solo Board Game nominee. So when Conservas was delivered, I heard a lot of complaints in the Dutch solo community that it was too easy. I don't know why, because I had issues winning the first time around, or the first couple of times, but at some point, yeah, I got the hang of it and I knew what to do. But they said it was too easy. So what's new? A year 2 bookmark it, so 12 new months to go to. New boats, new upgrades, new locations, new fish, tuna, eel, and a shark. Wow. The shark eats your fish. Why back now? Save 10 euros per game. Not dollars, euros. So that's about 12 to 13 dollars. Both games were that. Yeah, but that's just the expansion, right? I still need the base game. Option to add the base game. Yeah, I'm not buying the base game again. Sorry. Baseless. Get all 3 for 60. Well, that is a good deal. I'm not gonna lie. I'm done with conservas, actually. For me personally, this expansion comes too late. If they did it a year ago, maybe. New Year Cats, Recipe B, Recipe C, all sorts of extra stuff. Download the rulebook. Yeah. Print and crawl, the print and play dungeon crawler. We actually have to fold this thing, so it's just a basic dungeon crawler with enemies and stuff. Yeah, you fold these, looking for the best fit. Yeah, okay, this is not much, but it's a cheap dungeon crawler if you're looking for something quick. The Kids Quest, Giant Adventure. I was hoping to be done before midnight, and now I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I want to go to bed, but we're gonna finish this one first. Finish this one. Okay, how do we play this? Watch your video. Nope. Create a dungeon. Place green and gray and red dungeon tiles on the floor in one large room or in multiple rooms. How big are those tiles? Are we talking about actual living room, or are they making a room? Explore tiles, scare away monsters and everything. It says Giant Adventure, so I'm guessing. What's in the box? Life-size dungeon. Yeah, it is actually a room. Could be fun for a convention kind of thing. Gain abilities, scare away monsters, discover treasure, helping each other, kids for the win. Danger waits, counter stars, one with the most points wins. Yeah, okay. And since we are talking big tiles, yeah. That means you. Syncanet Foundation, reprint Crimson Protocol gameplay expansion. I hear that it's a reprint of a title I never heard of. So if it was that popular, why never I heard of it? Core game, how to play. I don't see anything about AI. I have a feeling, but we're so close to getting fun. We are live. Reveal 1, 2, 3. I'm getting AI feelings. I'm sorry. And I can't shake it. This looks too AI for me. But they don't mention it anywhere. Yeah, I'm just going on to the next one. I won't press the AI button, but yeah. Workplace, refunds, cancellation, contents. How to play? How do we play this? Setup. That's not how to play. At the beginning of the round, initiative markers on space 4 for the French, and French will have initiative. So this is basically a chit war game with miniatures. Kind of like, yeah, it's a war game with miniatures. Okay. Oh, parts of my body are like closing off and like, go to bed. We're almost there. Flock. I've been keeping an eye on Flock for a while. mainly because it also has a solo mode and it's popping up in my Facebook timeline a lot. Okay, how do we play? 2 simple steps to make turns fly by. Add a bird to your flock in a V formation. So, yeah, top down, make birds. Are there all geese, by the way? Looks like it. All types of geese and ducks, I guess. Replenish your hand with one of the 3 options showing. These nifty reference guides will get score points. Now download the rulebook. Well, if that's it, follow them on Instagram, X, YouTube, or anything. Really cool, fun, offbeat, clever little puzzle. Yeah, top 10 anticipated game for 2026. Absolute blast as well. Yeah, and then a lot of funky things. The one I like a lot is this one. With the bird standees. That's kind of cool, right? Birds of a feather. That's an add-on. There's a little expansion that introduces wide front and keys minis for 5 and 6 players, and new flock cards. Unwelcome guests. And then they have a playmat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nice playmat. Simple, effective, just like the one from Furnace. So just, no, you have to place the cards there and that's it. It's that simple. A Flocker's Goose Call. Yeah, no, let's not do that. How much is an all-in one? 122. You also get a Goose Call. Does it work? So it's the most anticipated game for 2026, but it's been released in 2027. Yeah. Okay. What's in the box? Nice bird standees. That's kind of cool, right? You flock over areas, terrain cards. Yeah, and carry out the actions. Look 3, move. Yeah, I don't know what all the actions mean. That's on this side. Navigate and I don't know. Yeah, I've been eyeing this one for a while. Already did this video. And then we have the Ash Ball for Beast. Yeah, Bones. Are you done with editing? I'm guessing you were editing because that's mostly what you're doing when I'm doing this. Let's see. Stance on AI. Bam! This says it all, right? Studio Mid-Hall firmly against the use of generative AI in our games. Expansion in our minds. Tabletop games are the ultimate products of passion and art. 2 things we have believed are impossible to convey through AI. Thank you. Doesn't mean I'm gonna back your game, but thank you. Anything about gameplay? Well, new content reward. Oh, that's a reward. Add-ons, Ash Ball. This is the new thing. Ragnar Herald of the Abyss. I never played Beast. Is it any good? Has anyone played Beast? So you're starting building your PC, and it's very slow. The build or your PC. So I know you. I think it was during COVID that you built one PC. So this is your next one. Do I still have some coffee left? Yeah, there. Heat it up, please. I don't want cold coffee. Yeah, to be fair, this is also my 3rd PC since I started streaming. I used my original PC that wasn't strong enough. Then I bought a new PC that lasted for like a half a year. And like, well, this wasn't the correct solution. And then I bought a new one, and it's holding up ever since. To be fair, I did make some changes. I did not rebuild a completely new PC. I added new memory, new hard drive, and next up, maybe next year, new video card. Don't need a new processor. That's good enough for what I'm using it for currently. The art is amazing. If this is all human art, which they claim it is, it looks good. But I never played Beast, so is it anything good? Because if I want to go all in, Beast plus all expansions reward. Oh, that's doable. 200 euros. Yeah. I never played Beast, so this is the main game. All in, that means you. What do I get in all in? Do I get the metal coins as well? No, not even. Beast, the expansions, and a big box that fits everything perfectly in your calyx. If you don't have a calyx, it won't fit. Or maybe it's too small, but it's you don't have the metal crutches. Miniature score game and neoprene mat. Still, there are stuff you could get. So you could still add on and make it even more expensive. Oh, that's a lot of money. So yeah, Beasts looks great, but I don't know any about it, and I don't see a gameplay thingy. Reviews and resources. I'm like, yeah, reviews, nice, but they didn't ask me. And then we have the big squeeze on Backer Kit. It's a beautiful day for the end of the world. So you're building a lemonade stand to withstand the end of the world, because that's the big lemon you're given. Join the art taste test. Constellation stir up. Yeah, okay. But they're not using AI. Okay. Gameplay. Gameplay often gather ingredients, make lemonade. Well, at least if you have lemons. And then sell your lemonade. And yeah. After the apocalypse, Evelyn wants ingredients for lemonade, so she visits May Lemon Orchard. Evelyn wants to complete a bounty to score points, so she visits the Great Lemon Tree for ingredients. Okay, so now it's a bounty instead of building a lemonade. A lot more is happening. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Artwork looks fine. Take that. Big squeeze. Looks cool, actually. Looks interesting. Okay, pick of the week. Well, I have some things. Bones, there was no project that included you. When is your next project coming, or can you not tell about it? Yeah, the last games looks nice. I know. They really did look nice. To be fair, yeah, I've been eyeing on it just because of the bird standees alone. Oh, the stretch goals. So where was it? What's in the box? There it is. Just because this brought me in on this one. It's a very simple game. But it's nice with the playmat, and it looks cool with the miniatures and everything. I'm happy if this is actually the case, that red is the wings up and green is the wings down, so you still have a distinction between the two colors if you're the main colorblind. Epic Brick Adventure, but it was not a case, but it's an RPG though. Yeah, okay. I remember seeing something of that, probably one of your shorts that I saw. Is that a thing that you can play with your Legos? But yeah, this one does look simple, fun. Yeah, 3 rulebooks: English, French, and German. I'm curious if I could get a Dutch publisher interested into doing this one in Dutch. Maybe 1 to 4 players. That helps it as well. So yeah, kind of cool. There are other 2 languages. No, well, don't. So yeah, this will be my pick of the week. So yeah, yeah, it is with the Lego bricks. Okay, cool. So flockers, I've been eyeing this thing, well, for over 2 months now. It's been popping up on my Facebook timeline, so, well, they are doing this pretty nicely with the marketing. But yeah, it looks nice, simple and everything, so it's just hand management. But not every game needs to be super complex or anything, right? Yeah, that's my pick of the week. Which brings us back to big face with bad hairdo. Thursday, I will be. This is the way. Well, no, this is the May. You're in May, right? May. Well, for me, it's already Revenge of the Sixth, or Return of the Sixth. Which is one of the two. On Thursday, Trismegistus. This time it's really happening. If it's not happening, please check my socials if I say something. I don't want to abuse Bonsonator's Discord to say, well, I'm not streaming today. I should get my own Discord for stuff like that. I'm not too lazy to set up, I'm just too busy. It's not the top priority on my list right now, but I better make sure it gets there at some point. And also I'm working on a website as well. It's still not done because as a web developer, I'm so picky. I'm so picky on what I want to do. It's really hard if you're working on something on your free time, but that's also your job. You're your worst critic at that moment. It's not a good thing. I believe Panda Angel has been live for at least 20 minutes now. At least. So we should rate into Panda Angel, right? Oh, she's playing with Jess as well. So it's Panda Angel and Jess with GG. Oh yes, she said she was doing something about Cinco de Mayo. Viva Katrina from the Flying Games on BGA. So I don't see Jess being live. This Jess is not live on my list, but yeah. Good night, Iron Soul. Thank you for being here. For the people who are watching over at YouTube, sorry you cannot join a raid. It's a Twitch thing. So we're gonna raid Panda Angel, who is playing. Will be starting playing on BGA soon. So have fun over there. I will be back on Thursday with the new version of Trismegistus, which I will prepare tomorrow evening. Bye bye.